that is what true independent media is all about. But it is also a good tool for a party that is poor at getting a message out to leverage. What I see is a lack of leveraging tools like yours to get that out.
What I see is a lack of understanding of how the media works and how communication works.
Mm-hmm.
And, you're one of the people who really gets it. And it's one of the reasons that I have, you and I have been close for many years, and why I've been such an advocate for your program. And whenever any, station or network or whatever says, anybody who's any good, I always may put you at the top of that list. But sadly, learn when I visit some of my affiliate stations and listen to the programming that they're putting on, is that an awful lot of it is unlistenable.
Yeah.
That people just don't understand the basic rules of podcasting or of broadcasting. They don't understand that you have to belt the show out. They don't understand that you have to modulate your voice. They don't understand that you've got to be sure to not just do complaint radio and just recycle the news every day. You've got to actually, go to the bigger picture. You've got to help people understand why this is important.
Right.
You've got to put things in the context of what individuals can do. Rachel Maddow, when she and I were both on Air America back in the day, I think we were the two who were doing this. We were the two who were digging deep into topics, really exploring them in some depth, trying to do these bigger. And she continues to do that on MSNBC, and I continue to do that on my program. And it just always blows my mind when people sit around going, why is Rachel so successful? And then you turn on, MSNBC, and what do you get? You get a former Republican spokesperson on TV who says, let's talk about what everybody else is talking about, and let's do it with three people who are pundits.
Right.
And let's have an inside baseball conversation. And really, good communication, good radio, good podcasting always is one person to one person. I'm never talking. Talkers Magazine says I have an audience of 6 million people. I'm never talking to 6 million. I'm always talking to one person.
Exactly.
One person at a time. There's only one person on the other side of that camera. I think I just went through 3 or 4 of the kind of basic rules of broadcasting, which you know so well. Most of our peers tragically don't. So I've written in the past about how to do good podcasts and how to do good broadcasting, but it never seemed to stick for anybody. Complaint radio just, burns people out. Host driven. It's the single most powerful, that people build a relationship with the host, and the host is mostly talking to the people. I'll have maybe 5 guests a week, out of 15 hours of programming, and none of them are on there for more than, 15 minutes, which is not to trash talk having guests. And I'm honored to be your guest right now.
Yeah.
But the point is that you can carry a show. I know you can do that because you do it regularly. You can, pick up the stories and give meaning to them and connect with your listener. But most people don't. And it doesn't occur to them that that's what they need to be doing, that they need to be building a personality and a relationship with their listeners.
I actually think, Thom, one of the reasons why is they have the wrong mentors. I watch a hell of a lot of your programming, and I watch how it actually hit people. I don't know if you remember the coffee party days when we brought you to DC to do some of all these things. And, it was always watching how you were able to bring the subject at hand. And I think you nailed it. You have to have that one-to-one communication. And with my much smaller audience, that is the one thing that keeps me doing as we try to grow. In as much as you have 1,000 people, you're talking to that one person. That's and right. You have a relationship with these people. And these people expect to see you every time at that time. And you make sure that you're there for them.